Hey everybody, it's Emily from Homeschooling, and today I'm going to film what's in our morning basket for the month of March. This month, my daughter and I are kind of taking a nosedive into China. She got excited when we read one of the chapters in our Story of the World about China, and so we just are kind of running with it. So a lot of this is also kind of a library haul because I got a whole bunch of books from our library, so let's just get into it. So obviously, we are still reading Story of the World, and we just read, I kind of jumped ahead, we skipped a bunch of stuff on Rome so we could study China because she had some interest. So we read chapter 32 and read some of the pages in the Osborne World History Encyclopedia on China, and she just got really into it. We watched a bunch of videos about China on YouTube, and so I went to the library and we came home with a big stack of books. So I'll just show you quick what I brought home from the library that pertains to China. So first I grabbed Miss Frizzle's Adventures in Imperial China because it's Miss Frizzle and she's been on a magic school bus binge, so I thought this would appeal to her, and of course it does. It's just a really cute, kind of silly book. Miss Frizz takes a trip to China, but they go back in time and experience Imperial China. It's kind of a fun little romp through China, through ancient China. And I also picked up Moonbeams, Dumplings, and Dragon Boats by Nina Simmons, Leslie Swartz, and the Children's Museum of Boston. We've picked this out a couple of times over the years. It's been a family favorite. I should just buy a copy, but the library has it. So anyway, basically it gives you for each of the major holidays, and it covers Chinese New Year and Lantern Festival, Qingming and the Cold Foods Festival, the Dragon Boat Festival, and Mid-Autumn Moon Festival. So for each of those holidays, it gives you a story to read and some kind of crafty thing to do and some recipes. So it's a sweet, fun book, and I really like having the different cultural perspective. It's illustrated with watercolor style illustrations, and I just really like it. So we're going to read through that. I also can't live without a Jan Brett book, so I picked up Daisy Comes Home, which is a story about a chicken in China. So it's just a really cute little story, and the pictures are gorgeous, as always, because Jan Brett. So we're going to read that. And I have two fairy tales. I've got Lan Popo, which is the Red Riding Hood story from China. And I've got The Sons of the Dragon King, a Chinese legend. And these are both just picture books that cover a retelling of a famous Chinese story or folk tale. Our read aloud right now is Where the Mountain Meets the Moon by Grace Lin. I love this book. It's really well done. It's beautiful. And I just really enjoy the story. I love how it weaves folk tales into the story. And it's a lot of mythology. And it's really beautiful. And so we're reading that. And that covers our China stuff that we're doing. We are also reading this gorgeous book that I saw at my library. They had it on the new shelf, and I got excited and snatched it up, and it's called Book of Nature Poetry. It's from National Geographic, and oh my gosh, it's so pretty. This book, you guys, is magnificent. So for each page, it has a gorgeous photograph of something in nature, from animals to the sky during a storm to the moon. Just it's beautiful. So pretty. And there's poetry from a whole variety of different poets. So from Emily Dickinson and William Butler Yeats to more modern poets. It's just gorgeous. It's beautiful, and we've been reading a poem or two a day, and I think I'm gonna have to buy a copy of that book because it's fantastic. We're also reading Why is Art Full of Naked People by Susie Hodge. I love the title of this book. It's just so silly, but this book is amazing, and I feel like we're both getting a lot out of it. So it covers a whole range of different topics that a kid might ask about pertaining to art. So if you have an art museum nearby and you've been thinking of taking a trip with your child, I highly recommend this book. We're planning a field trip to our art museum really soon, and I feel like this book is going to give her a whole lot of information to use as she's looking at the pictures. And one of the things that I really like to do with this is, as we're reading about the different types of art, and they give pictures of different pieces of art that go along with that style that they're talking about. And I like to ask her, what do you think this picture is called? Or what do you think this is happening in this painting? Or what is that person thinking? And it sort of just spurs her on to come up with a whole story about what she thinks is happening in any particular painting that I show her. And it's just a really nice way to get in some art appreciation. So I highly recommend this. It ties in really nicely with our art history book we've been reading through, Vincent's Starry Night and Other Stories. We're still reading through this. We just read about the Terracotta Army to go with our China study. So it's been a really great resource. So that is what we have in our morning basket. I'm having a really great time reading about China this month. It's fun. I love when we do cultural type studies or geographic studies because I am a little bit of a geography nerd. I love reading about other countries and cultures, and so it's just a lot of fun. What are you reading in your morning basket this month? Do you have anything fun? Have you been doing any fun unit studies? I'd love to hear about it. Please share down below in the comments. And I will see you guys in my next video. Happy reading. Bye. I got my hair done. What do you think? I'm excited about it because my hair was driving me crazy. It was in that weird stage when it's growing too long, and my hair has thinned out a lot over the years. And so when it gets long, it gets kind of like wispy, and it was just like, ugh. I don't know, and especially this time of year when it's cold, it gets all staticky, and my hair was just always everywhere. It was driving me crazy, so I got it colored, I got it cut, and I feel like I'm a human again.